Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two Drink Minimum, the only podcast that has its own fat Spartan warriors ready for the impending apocalypse. The gentleman smiling at the bottom of your screen is comedy legend Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward. You are Pantelis.
That's what they call me.
I don't know how to fucking describe Poseidon.
How you doing, guys?
He's gayonitis.
Fuck, and you're talk with the helmet on. I just want.
He can't hear you because he took out the headphones.
How you sign?
He doesn't know what we're saying now.
Can you talk with the headphones on? I want to see what you sound like with the headphones on.
Like now?
No, sorry, with
the helmet. Put the helmet back on. We want to hear how you sound.
Yeah, sorry.
I just realized something also.
Oh boy.
I think he sounds better with the helmet.
Yeah, I think the less we hear of him would be better.
Did he lose it? Did someone steal the helmet?
Well, he is in a bad part of town right there. He's just sitting outside. There he is. Oh boy.
How do I sound?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I think because it goes through that little hole only, so it doesn't echo across the room. Put the headphones over the helmet, around the helmet, as if it's your head.
I like the way he's holding the headphones. Yeah. He looks like a We Are the World, but for Spartans.
They're gonna break.
They're not gonna break, Poseidon. Don't worry about it.
No.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
All right.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Barely.
Oh, this would be amazing. This.
Yeah. And it looks now like your ears are crooked. Like you have one ear that's here and one that's there.
Mike, they're asking you to put your mic level a bit up.
Okay, I'll put mine up. There we go.
There we go.
You want me to put a helmet on?
If you have one.
Okay, I don't have one, unfortunately.
So welcome to the podcast, everyone watching. It is just another day in this apocalyptic time that we live in. Did you see what Trudeau did, what the government is doing? I tweeted about it.
No, what's he doing?
They're because MPs I think now make about $178,000 a year, which is not a lot for politicians apparently. So they're still going through with their raise. They're going to give them a raise April 1st, so tomorrow. And they're still going through with the carbon tax. So regular people are going to pay more money in taxes. These guys are getting a raise during this crisis.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, told you guys, you can't trust the government.
Yeah,
they're going to use this to fuck with us.
I think it's Bombardier. It's Air Canada. Air Canada, the president is giving, he's not taking his salary.
Oh, really? That's badass.
Yeah. And he's probably got like an amazing salary.
Yeah, Greece is doing that too. The prime minister, he's foregoing like half his salary and he asked for the MPs to do the same. Because it's a crisis. Anyways, we'll get to serious news later if we have to. But now people are here for the life and times of Poseidon. Poseidon, this is amazing because we can't see the inside of your mouth. It's black completely. It's so fucking cool, yeah. So Poseidon we didn't tell you, Mike, but he went to Quebec City and he just drove back for the podcast.
Did you? So when people are telling us how to stay, to stay home, you were like, fuck it.
He doesn't believe in these. He's the reason why this shit keeps spreading. He just won't listen.
No, I stay in contact with one person only.
No, but you have to drive down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put other people at risk too. Any gas station you stop at, I
didn't stop anywhere. I just went straight.
So you never put gas?
No, I filled up beforehand here.
Okay, and then you made it back?
And then I had Purell. Yeah, of course.
That was amazing.
Okay.
So he only infected Montrealers.
Okay. So and that poor girl.
Oh, she doesn't. I've already been through this because he told her. He said, "Look, you realize that I was at the airport. I was walking around asking people questions, and then she said, I'm not scared to get a virus." And he's like, "Oh, okay." But that's not the type of lady you want to be going over to her house when she says she's not scared to get stuff.
Person you want to put your dick in when she's like, "I'm not afraid of viruses."
she didn't say that.
I've had way worse.
Oh
my hepatitis can kill it. Don't worry.
My pussy's been sneezing in my elbow for years.
What?
That's amazing.
Her pussy just coughs in her elbow.
Yeah, her pussy coughs in her elbow. Yeah, she coughs awkwardly. I'm at the precipice of losing my mind.
Okay. Really?
I really want to start because it looks sunny. I love the sun. I like going out when it's sunny, and I can't go out because the people. Also, I don't have my car right now because my girlfriend is considered an essential worker, so I give it to her because I don't want her to, take public transit.
Yeah.
So I don't want to walk around outside with fucking weirdos that get too close. And then by the time she's back, it's nighttime. It's not the same. I want to walk around in the sunshine.
I see in the comments people are still saying that my mic is low. Is my mic still low?
I don't know. It sounds normal to me. Like I don't.
Do
Well, I can hear you through a helmet.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I'll put it up just a little.
Maybe they
because
should-
there are a bunch of comments and people are saying that Poseidon's mic is low, and I find his super loud.
Yeah, his is super loud. We could hear his whole fucking house echoing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Rami says I'm still too low.
Well, I just put everything through my board even higher. So
Okay.
I don't know
and
what.
now yeah, and now someone says that your mic is too high.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Jason?
Oh yeah, and Jason says that Pantelis sounds a lot louder.
All right. Well.
Yeah, so I think it's maybe if you lower yours or you whisper.
Okay. We'll do it like this.
Let me whisper in your ear.
It's funny because people are complaining that on these podcasts online, the ones that everyone's doing, you can't hear anyone, and me they're complaining because they hear me too well. Well, fuck
Yeah.
off. How about this?
I had you know how fucking weird it is? They're telling us not to leave the house.
Yeah.
So I ordered liquor online, and today my mailman told my wife, he was like, we can't bring the liquor to the house. So we left it at the pharmacy. So Mike has to go get it at the pharmacy. But I'd
Like at the
rather
post
go
office?
to a fucking liquor store than go into a pharmacy where people are coughing and
Yeah. You want
buying
people.
cough syrup.
You don't want people that are trying to get better with their problems. You
Yeah.
want people who are trying to mask their problems with alcohol.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna send someone tomorrow to the drugstore.
Is it a new rule? They said they just can't deliver. They have to drop it off. Like what?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I ordered too much. Because I ordered a case.
Maybe.
So maybe they're like, okay, we're not gonna deliver cases of, because a case of booze is like probably 20 pounds.
Oh
So that's
yeah.
a lot for
Mailman.
a mailman. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Maybe they have a limit to what the mailmen are allowed to carry.
But they should get like workers from the liquor store to deliver them.
I don't know. All this thing is fucked up. Like this entire situation. I think we're not sure yet how to handle it. So everyone's just scrambling last minute, trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
And we're making do the best we can. Even essential services, like the list was updated. There's a lot of stuff that I don't consider essential that's on that list.
Oh, where is that list? Can you tell me what's on there?
Yeah, I just Googled Quebec essential services and it brings you to it.
Okay.
Media is on there, like all kinds of different media. A lot of dumb shit. I was looking yesterday just to make sure that I know, and I was like, some of these are not essential. Like they don't help our lives right now.
Well, can you list the things that are there?
Let me take a look.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Essential services, Quebec. Okay, nonprofit service. No,
I think Poseidon should go to work wearing that.
okay. So priority health services, that makes sense. Public security services, so highway controllers, special constables, correctional services, fire services, that makes sense. Communication services, all that makes sense to me. Government, childcare workers, Quebec government departments and bodies, suppliers of goods and services for underprivileged children, all this shit makes sense. Maintenance of operation of strategic infrastructure, computer resources, data centers, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Then there's manufacturing, sanitary products, chemical products. So if it's a factory, you could stay open. Then this is the priority commercial enterprises. So you have grocery stores and other food retailers, right? So grocery stores, pharmacies, and convenience stores, which I don't know if convenience stores should fit in there if you're talking about for them being essential, whatever. Stores that are not in a mall. So even if you have a pharmacy, if you're in a mall, you got to stay closed. But if you're outside of a mall, it's a little stupid. Agricultural stuff like fertilizers, machinery. So imagine you work at a store that sells plants and you got to stay open. That's stupid. Funeral businesses and cemeteries have to stay open. Obviously, if people start dying like they did in Italy, we got to take care of that. Alcohol distributors have to stay open, as well as cannabis, which again, that's not an essential service.
Yeah, none of those are essential except for me.
Furniture and household appliance stores. That
Really?
doesn't seem
that
like
doesn't make sense.
you're gonna remodel.
Like I guess they should make it that if your fridge breaks, you can buy a new one online.
And then they
But
deliver
you
it.
shouldn't be going to like a store.
Moving companies have to stay open.
Okay.
Pet supplies, that's normal. Medical orthopedic supplies have to stay open. Cleaners, laundries, and laundromats have to stay open. Which, like, if you're going to a public laundromat during this, then you're not social distancing. A lot of this shit doesn't make sense. Then in media, cable services, your cable, printing, so newspapers, national media, local media, communication agencies, so advertising, production, and feedback. I don't know if advertising companies need to be open if they're essential right now for them to sell you shit. Banking, financial, payroll services, accounting services, they have to stay open. You see, construction center is weird because they say that they have to stay open, equipment rental, all that. But last week they were getting mad at construction workers for working. So they need to make up their minds. Household appliance maintenance has to stay open. So most stuff is open. Like I'm still priority services on the field, airports. Like I'm looking at all this couriers, post service. Most everything has to stay open. It's kind of if you work at like a Foot Locker, you have to close down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess I think though it's because it's like when you tell people their job isn't important, they'll be offended by that.
Yeah.
So I think everyone wants to feel important. So they had the list, and then someone that works at the drug place was like, "We're essential too." Of course you are, Alan.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Like, yeah, of course you are, Timmy.
Yeah.
And there's
You're
still
very
huge
important.
lineups to buy weed.
Fuck.
I bet you people miss their drug dealer now.
I saw like here we're doing it pretty good, like with the social distancing, like for lineups, we're keeping like 6 feet apart. But I read a thing this morning about India and like China.
Yeah.
There's so many people, like they can't even be 6 inches apart.
Fuck.
So they're fucked.
Well, in Park X, it's like that too. It's hard. That's what Poseidon went through and almost got into a fight at the bank. They're not keeping their distance.
Yeah.
They don't believe in that.
Yeah, because the Indians, if they're talking to their family in India is saying, okay, stay safe, be at least 3 inches apart from each other.
Yeah, they're getting all their advice from India. And a lot of stuff people still don't understand because I hear people making different arguments about this, about, oh, it hasn't killed enough people. The flu kills more in a year, but it hasn't been a year.
Yeah.
It's been 3 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? It does. People's calculations seem very, very off.
Yeah.
That's like
no, this is like if you're not afraid of this, you're not afraid of anything. If you're not afraid of this, is you secretly want to commit suicide, but you didn't get the confidence yet.
Yeah, and
you're hoping that this thing will take you out.
Poseidon's a suspicious laugh.
That's funny.
You want this thing to take you out?
You keep going to the airport
No.
and you're driving to other cities? You don't like your life and you're like, fuck. Please, Jesus, take me.
He's putting
No, 'cause
discarded boarding passes in his mouth.
No, because I pictured somebody holding a gun to their face and going, and then listening to the news at the same time, a global pandemic, and going,
What? Oh.
I got an easy way out.
laughing.
I was thinking of a cool script to write about this. Well, almost like I was thinking of a pandemic like this where there's a virus and it's mostly airborne and everyone's catching and people are getting sick and dying, right? And in different countries they're cremating them because they don't have enough space or time to take care of them. But then you find out that all those bodies that weren't cremated, a month later they get up and they're zombies. And then you have zombies to deal with. That would be pretty cool. I think it would be a good zombie story.
Especially if you have zombies that cough.
All the zombies are coughing. But I think it would be cool that you think that that's the problem, and then they're burying all kinds of people. Then a month and a half later, they all come back from the dead. That's a good zombie story. Yeah.
That is a very good zombie story.
But you can't tell people it's a zombie movie. They have to think it's the epidemic one. So halfway through the movie, they have to think they're done. They're like, oh, okay, I wonder how the world's going to... And then a month later...
And since it's only or mostly old people dying from coronavirus, all the zombies have walkers or wheelchairs.
Yeah, they're all in wheelchairs. No, that's why it can't be an age thing in the movie. It can't be exactly coronavirus because or else that's what would happen. It would just be old people.
Old people with respirators.
And they're already walking slow.
Just old zombies going, why didn't you visit before the pandemic?
Yeah.
No one to you abandoned me.
People in the last episode, someone had commented on the video. They were mad at us. It's like, when are you comedians gonna die? someone was making jokes, but that person also, he wrote his thing like 3 times and misspelled it every single time. And I felt bad for him. Like, oh, that's fucking embarrassing. We're like, you're trying your best to wish death upon us. And you're like, one day I'll learn how to spell, then I'll learn how to murder.
Fuck, so he wanted who to die? He wanted
comedians.
Me, you, or all 3 of us?
Well, not Poseidon, because Poseidon's not a comic, so Poseidon's safe.
Okay.
But he said, when are comedians all gonna fucking die or something? Like, he was fed up with our jokes.
Really? That's fucking weird. I love how can you be that angry that people that are trying to bring joy to your life during a fucking global pandemic, are like these fucking monsters.
Yeah, they're still laughing. Well, what do you want to do? You want us all to just sit here and cry?
Yeah.
It's a weird time. We're gonna remember it.
We should that should be the new podcast. 2 drink minimum should just be us crying.
Yeah.
And going, we're all gonna die.
Oh, I was wondering, because I'm still waiting to get confirmation, because we still don't know what's going to happen for May. It doesn't look good right now.
No, I've been telling my wife nonstop, I'm still going to New York in May.
Well, the only reason why I'm asking is because Air Canada sent me an email, and they said, you better decide if you're going to cancel your trip. They won't give my money back. They're going to give me that money as credit, so we could get tickets during the year. We have 1 year to waste the credit, they said.
We definitely, we can't go to New York May 1st.
Okay, so I should cancel. I'll cancel today.
Because they're closing everything until April 30th.
Yeah.
So then the day after everything opens, we arrive. We're definitely getting infected.
Yeah, I'll tell Aaron, and fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
We'll postpone it till later, I guess.
Yeah. I think I'm like, I think since I'm diabetic, I'm paranoid and freaking out, and I don't want to leave my house for at least a year.
Well, not that long.
No, not that long, but longer than most people. I think.
Well, that's why I think I'm going to start doing my Pantelis lives this Sunday at the studio again. Just me, not that fucking walking calamity over there. And then I'm going to see how it goes for a couple of weeks. And then when you're ready, we could start there so that you don't have to deal with anyone else, because I don't have anything. I don't go anywhere. Yeah. Then once we figure out what's going on, then we could get back to our normal studio, maybe in a couple of, month or 2, and then bring Pierre back so he doesn't die. That kind of shit. But in the beginning, like now, I'm just gonna go Sunday alone because there's no one else there. It's just me. I have the keys. I go in, I do the show. I'm gonna put Clorox and fucking clean the whole place up. Even though it's overkill because no one's in there. But because I want to start getting back to a little bit of normality.
Yeah, especially like they were saying in the news, Park X is one of the neighborhoods that are the worst hit. Right?
Yeah, and didn't I tell you when we did Pantelis Live with Sugar Sammy, and it was you, him, Sugar Sammy, I forgot who else was on, and didn't I say that I was there in the morning or the day before, and I was shocked. I was just seeing Indian men with sandals walking around, touching each other, going close to people, like nothing was happening, laughing, like it was just a regular day. And I said, this isn't going to end well, and that's what happened. People just stopped caring. Yeah, and now they're hard hit, and
that's why you have to listen. That's why I stay the fuck away from everyone. I walk away with like portable Purell bottles.
Okay, listen, dickhead. There's a video of the last podcast we had, which is you running around the airport talking to strangers. Okay, during this crisis, and then you drove to fucking Quebec City.
Yeah, but I didn't touch anything.
Yeah, I don't think you just get from
breathing.
Touching. Yeah,
you're
breathing
talking
in.
To the Air Canada woman. She's here, and you're like, "How much is a flight to Vancouver?"
Oh yeah, we're making out. She was this close, bro.
I felt a connection.
I felt that. I felt it through the camera. I thought that.
No, but you're not touching stuff, but you're still going to work, and you're touching computers that other people have touched.
Yeah.
I think if you get it, you're gonna get it from one of your coworkers.
Yeah, but I might get cut completely now. They cut our hours more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It'd be better if you got cut completely. Then you could get the government money.
Yeah, it would be better, I think.
Go down to Quebec City.
Yeah, and you don't have that many expenses right now anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So cut back a bit, see where this takes us. Besides, we have to. They can't give you a lot of money, the government, because, like I said, they have to give a pay increase to the MPs. $178,000 a year to do nothing is it's not enough.
And there's going to be so much fraud. Like I saw Justin Trudeau yesterday. He was like, we're giving $2,000 to everyone, but only people who need it. So if you don't need it, don't take it because we're going to find out.
What does that even mean?
Sounds like how they're never going to find out.
Yeah, how can they find out whether you need it or not? Like, that's very subjective.
Yeah.
I needed that you fucking I needed that PlayStation, bro. Yeah. Like, how do you define needed? Is it money lost? Because if it's money lost, then someone like you lost more money.
Yeah.
than
Exactly. I should get more.
than someone who
fucking have to
actually would
cancel.
need it more. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's.
I had to. We had
stupid.
to close the club, and I had canceled a bunch of shows.
Yeah,
But so technically, I lost like
a lot of money.
a lot
A
of money.
shitload, yeah.
But I'm still making money, so I definitely don't need it.
Yeah.
But on paper, I could pretend like I needed this. I needed my shows. To
Yeah,
make
yeah, that's
ends
what I'm
meet.
saying. It's a little,
Yeah.
it's a little strange. What he should do, like I said, is fucking reach out to China and be like, listen, cocksuckers, you owe us some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's not gonna do it. We're gonna end up
He's
paying the
never
bill.
gonna do that.
No, he's taxing us. He's taxing us instead. We're gonna pay for it.
Yeah. It's a very fucked up time.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but I think we're making the most of it. We're having fun. People are still.
Yeah.
We have me and you both have our Patreon still producing stuff. I have another Just for Patreon episode of the podcast that I'm going to put up this week. And then Friday morning, I might do in the morning or at night, I'm not sure, or maybe even Thursday night. Poseidon, I figured out a way. I'm going to test it, but I think I have a way to stream gameplay from my PS4 to my laptop to the internet. So I could play Resident Evil 3. It comes out on Friday, and
Okay.
stream it.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And then I could get surprised with everyone else because no one would have played it yet. It comes out on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that might be fun for people. So I could do a lot of different stuff now. Like I'm getting pretty creative with this shit.
I think I'm gonna do since I think I'm gonna be here for at least a couple of weeks. Well,
Yeah.
like everyone, I need my computer keeps fucking up. I might buy some better audio equipment.
Okay. Do you want me to
Just,
send you links?
Yeah, send me a link and I think I'll change like my probably like one of my guest bedrooms into a studio.
Okay. Well, if it's just gonna be you, if it's just gonna be you only want one mic. If you want,
Yeah, for now, because I'm not gonna hire anyone to come in and build shit so it has to be super simple.
okay, because if you want, I have I could send you. I could drive down there and drop it off for you. We'll sanitize it. I could get you. I have an extra of one of these pod mic.
Okay.
And the sound is very good. And I have those. I forgot what the fuck they're called. Where I could put this. You put it through that sound thing, and then it goes USB to your computer.
Okay.
So I could bring both of those to your house.
Oh, that'd be way better.
It's way easier, yeah. And then you have that
Yeah.
till you're done with this shit.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do instead. It'll be easier.
All right. Perfect. Perfect.
And then these things, by the way, people who want them, they're from Rode, right? They're called the Pod Mic. It's like $100 unless they up the price right now, and the quality is really good. But it's not a USB. You have to have an adapter, right? Like me, I put it through the soundboard and it goes
Yeah.
to the computer.
But then the soundboard is you plug that in USB.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have another one right there that's just for one mic, which is what I'm going to give you, and it goes right in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll be good with that.
Goddamn right. Poseidon,
Things around also.
you just need to get closer to your mic. That's your problem.
Yeah.
I switch things around also.
Yeah,
Because I'm hunched over and it hurts my back. Oh wait, hold on.
Can you go lower? Just lower the chair. Isn't it an off? Yeah, there you go. Did you just discover that right now? You've been doing this for
Oh my
weeks.
god, I didn't think about this.
He's had that chair. That was his birthday when he was birthday present when he was 8 years old.
It,
It
never,
looks like I'm sucking dick now though.
Yeah.
it didn't look much different before, did so.
So I was just wondering, Poseidon, why do you never have a nice background? It's always either a mental hospital or just a shitty neighborhood.
Well, this is
It reflects
the
his
time,
soul.
It's the apocalypse.
Okay.
So I'm getting with the times, you know what I'm saying?
But for the record, I know we're a sensitive society right now. This is not the apocalypse.
No.
No.
No, obviously not.
This is, I mean, it's definitely shitty.
Yeah.
And the world economy is going to eat such a huge dick right now because so many people are going to be out of work, and they are out of work already. But we still, right now in quarantine, we still live better than anyone in history ever before us anywhere.
Yeah. And even better than 98% of
The world right now.
Yeah.
In quarantine right now, it's better than being
Yeah.
in Sri Lanka and free.
I'd rather be living the way I am now than anywhere else a month ago.
Yeah. So you really have to like be self-aware.
Yeah.
And look like
my wife this morning, I asked her for a glass of water. She brought me back water, got raped 0 times on the way back.
yeah.
And the water was fucking clean.
yeah.
Clean water, 0 rapes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's some good life right there.
That's how you know that we're too sensitive as a society now. People are like, my life is over, man. I'm going to miss my prom. Oh, shut the fuck up. You'll have many chances to get date raped later on. Don't worry.
You know what I hate, though? A lot of people, though, are saying, like, because people are bitching, going, this sucks. And when people bring that up and they're like, what, but your life is still easier than whoever else's life. But who cares? Like, I don't mean who cares, like, who cares about third world people dying, but just like we can freak out about our thing and not be dicks.
Yeah, exactly. We could be like, fuck, this sucks. I want my life to go back to normal. We don't have to act like it's the end of the world. What am I going to do? And like, calm the fuck down, man.
Yeah.
Calm down. We still, I mean, as long as we don't come out of this really fucked up, like, I don't know about the States, but I know here in Canada, I have a feeling, like I told you guys 2 weeks ago, remember there's going to be more taxes. They're going to find a way to fuck us. Yeah. It's already slowly starting. I just don't want to end this with owing the government so much money. And then we're all fucked. We're all, slaves again. Because we're already one of the most indebted places on the planet right now, just that we're only 35 million people, but everyone's living paycheck to paycheck. The debt is high. So we don't want to add to that shit. Imagine not working and owing money to your cards and the government.
Yeah, this almost feels like when we get out of this, like China's going to be so rich because they got out of it before everyone, and they're making all of the masks. They're building everything to sell to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So we're going to be fucked, and I think China is going to be even richer than they are now.
I don't believe that China's out of the. I think they're just lying because they've been lying since the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe they're just. I think they're going the North Korea route. Kill them. That's what I think is happening. Yeah. Like, there's no way that's like from one day to the next. Remember, it was rising 2 weeks ago, and they were going crazy. Like, how are we going to contain this? And then now they're like, yeah, problem solved.
Yeah.
Really? Like, I don't know.
Suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, and they're like 1.6 billion, so there's no way you can fucking contain that shit.
Yeah, there's no way you're testing everyone.
There's no way, bro.
Like here in the beginning when I told you there's no way the numbers are so low. And no, but the numbers are very low. Yeah, wait, they're not testing everyone, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
They started testing people in the thousands.
Right now in Canada, Quebec on paper is the most infected, but I think it's because we're testing.
Yeah, we're testing the most. Yeah, we're testing like crazy. We have the drive-through testing.
When I'm looking at videos of people in Vancouver still fucking playing in the park, I think there's way more cases in Vancouver than in Montreal.
Just they're not testing them. Plus, Vancouver has that whole drug epidemic. So you don't really want homeless heroin addicts coming into the testing facility. You're like, you probably don't have it. Just stay outside, Bob.
Yeah, but that's not going to end very well. Like, imagine fucking heroin addicts, like, they can't get their dose anymore. That's not going to end well at all.
And plus, since I was thinking about the homeless people yesterday or the day before, since no one's out in the street anymore, they have no one to beg money from. So they're fucked.
Well, so they don't have any bills anyways.
No,
they don't have bills, but they're not. One, they're not going to be able to buy their drugs, and two, they're not going to be able to buy their food. That's true. Not buying their drugs is a good thing, but not buying their food, they're fucked. They're all gonna die.
Yeah, isn't it weird that in the end we might look back and see that the virus killed the weakest and the homeless.
Yeah.
And all, and that makes it feel even more suspicious.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking about that. Since I'm diabetic, like, I'm technically, if I was born 200 years ago, I would have died when I was 11.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was, and I hate being one of those people, but I was like, if I die from this, I was living kind of on borrowed time.
Well, but were you really?
I should have died, but the science kept me alive.
But that's what science is for. But diabetes, is it? I never thought about this, but diabetes, did it always exist, or is it a relatively new disease?
No, it always existed, but
we just couldn't diagnose it.
On paper, like, it's the fourth leaving. I think the fourth cause of death in the world is diabetes, but it's because of all the shitty countries that can't afford insulin.
Fuck.
So it's a disease that's super easy to fix if you have money, but most people don't.
Like AIDS.
But I think they discovered insulin in 1919 or 1921. But before that, people with the diabetes I have, the remedy was you'd give people 500 calories a day, and that'd make them survive for another year or two.
That's fucking terrible.
Yeah. So I would have died when I was 11 if I was born in like any shitty country or in the 1800s.
Yeah.
And if that happened, you would have saved only one kid some grief.
Yeah, exactly. No, I still would have. I think I would have been a dick.
Yeah, I would have went out fighting.
In the 1800s, I would have been like, "What the fuck's wrong with that guy's face?"
Yeah,
and then I would have died.
Yeah, then you would have died, and they would have just remembered getting no closure. Why was he talking shit about my face?
Except for like a fucking 40-year-old man, like 30 years later, going, "He made fun of my face." Who? The guy that died in fucking 1807.
Did you feel the earthquake on Saturday?
I did. I don't. It didn't feel like the same as the one that happened a month ago. It didn't feel like a real earthquake.
Okay, well, for me neither. I'm gonna tell you because I didn't tell you what I felt, but a month ago when I didn't realize it was an earthquake, I found out now recently. But I remember the movement. They happened both at the exact same time.
Yeah, 321.
Yeah, and the other one was 320 which is fucking suspicious.
321 or both 322.
Yeah, the same time, which is fucking suspicious. Okay,
yeah.
So that's when all these conspiracies about governments fucking around with what is it, HARP and all this different shit to make shit happen. Like they're fucking with the weather and all that shit. So that's suspicious. But you know what happened to me, Mike? I was here and I was playing video games. It was the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep. I was playing Civilization. And and then behind me, that's what I felt because I had my headphones on, so you can't hear, but all like someone was running up behind me, and everything, all the lights, everything's closed in the house, and they were heavy footsteps. It wasn't like it was my girlfriend, so I was like, "What the fuck?" So I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" So I turn around and I'm looking. I thought I was like, "Am I going crazy? Like, is this fucking place haunted? Like, what just happened?" Like, I felt someone running up, and then I found out later when I was going to bed. I looked online. It's because of the shaking. It started banging. And I had my headphones on, so the way I heard it was like footsteps coming up behind me, rushing me. You know how scary that shit was?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't explain it. I was like, I swear I felt it. Like everything was shaking. How do I explain that I felt someone was running behind me?
Did your dog, because here's the reason why I don't think it was a real earthquake, or it probably was a real earthquake, but usually animals before an earthquake sense it.
Yeah.
And they freak out before we do. And both times I was with both of my dogs on the couch and nothing.
Well, my dog, she came after running to check up on me, but I think it might have been because I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, you know, she heard me scream because I thought ghosts were in the house, so maybe that's why she came. But you're right, she didn't react like normally animals do. But it was very suspicious to have two earthquakes 3 weeks apart at the exact same time. Was a little suspicious.
Both times. Sorry. No, you go.
Was it also like same location wise where it hit, or?
Yeah, both my bed.
First time he was in his office. This time he was in the living room.
No. But I mean, like there's a point of impact for the tectonic plate, no?
No, the tectonic plates don't impact. It's because they move. But I think I don't remember if it was at the same. But point is, we felt it here. So whether it might have been at the same place, but we felt it at the exact same time. Which normally that would be if it's not an earthquake, if they're testing something. You know what I mean? And they're tested at the exact same time.
And that'd be a good time to test it. Yeah. Because at 3 a.m, usually the only people that are up are alcoholics. Yeah. So no one's going to believe some guy that was like, "That's night." You know? That wasn't an earthquake. But I think the reason why maybe the reason why I didn't think it felt like an earthquake, my grandmother had Parkinson's.
Okay.
So both times, like this time I was playing Red Dead Redemption, and then my arm started shaking. And then I just accepted that I had Parkinson's too. I was like, all right, fucking another thing. I have a new thing now.
Is that how you just accepted it?
I just, right away, I was like, all right, I got Parkinson's. I could get through this.
Well, if I'd get Parkinson's, that's the only time that I think I'd go on stage with the headset.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't want to be smacking a microphone across my face, like.
Yeah.
So I would definitely.
I think that maybe with the weight of maybe with a really heavy microphone, you'd be okay.
I don't know. I think you'd start losing some fucking teeth.
Yeah. Or you get a mic stand.
Or you just stand in front of it. But what if? Do you ever? You don't shake your head, just your hands and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a mic stand, but then you can't move around.
Yeah.
I'd probably get the headset.
But if the government really was testing shit with those earthquakes, wouldn't they be smarter to not make it happen at the same time?
Dude, it happened at the exact same time. That's a fact. The rest is up to interpretation. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying I've never heard of that happening.
Lord Fixie says 3 weeks ago the earthquake center was in Montreal East, and last week was Mascouche.
Which is even scarier. It's not like it's the same spot, Poseidon, that's like problematic.
Yeah.
It happened at a different location at the exact same time.
Yeah, that is mad suspicious.
Yeah, it's super suspicious.
And apparently, I read online. Apparently, we have a fault, like
You have a lot of faults.
Yes, you told me that. You told me that on the Pantelis live stream over the weekend. That like the San Andreas fault in California.
Yeah.
We have one here, and it's just a matter of time before we all die.
Yeah, I think both. When I was young, I grew up in Quebec City, and there was. I think the fault line. Both Quebec City and Montreal are on it.
Oh, really? So that's not good.
Yeah. So the only Quebec, Montreal is like the biggest city, but Quebec is the second biggest. So
And
the
the capital?
biggest cities in the province are both kind of fucked.
So what would happen if that fucks up?
I have no idea. I even if everything did fuck up, I'd be like, that's not a real earthquake.
But it would.
Not how earthquakes feel.
Like, would the ground open up and swallow everything? Like, what would happen?
Yeah. I don't think so. Because even the biggest earthquakes, like remember when there was the earthquake in Haiti that was fucking huge? If that shit happened, like my house is solid enough, it wouldn't fall down. Like I think a lot of like Montreal doesn't have real skyscrapers,
Yeah.
so I think most of our buildings would be okay. The older ones would fall down, but anyone living in a house would be okay, I think. Like I don't see it ripping open like in the movies.
Yeah, well, also they're normally paper houses. Like in the movies, it always
Yeah.
shows locations where the houses are shit.
Yeah, because the year that there was the earthquake in Haiti, there was another earthquake I think in Chile, or the earthquake in Chile or however you want to pronounce it was bigger. But
Mexico
their houses
South.
are built like our houses are built, so there was no damage. But Haiti, they're building houses with mud and tears,
Yeah.
so everything's just falling down.
Yeah, and then imagine then the Clintons come in and all your kids disappear. There's a lot of suspicious activity happening there.
Oh shit! Did you see there's a documentary
On
series
Netflix
about Hillary Clinton?
Well, look, all I saw was the trailer on Netflix, and when she's just
on Bernie,
it's Bernie Sanders. Nobody fucking likes this guy.
no one likes him.
Oh god.
And you
No
know
one
what?
likes him, and he's just in the way.
The only thing that, like, she always lies, right? But I was like, you know what? This is the first time in her life where she's so passionate. She's actually saying the truth. Because shit, he's done nothing. He's never worked a real job. He's never contributed. He's a career politician. And I was like, oh, fuck, all these things are actually true.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't like either of you.
Yeah, I started watching it, and then I was like, why am I watching this?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't want to watch
watched
her. I don't like her
4
face.
minutes, but because the thing about watching a documentary like that is, since they control the narrative, you're gonna end up liking her.
Yeah. So I don't want that.
Yeah.
I see.
I was saving those kids in Haiti. Imagine if they had to stick around with Haitians. No, I'd rather they get raped by my buddies here. Like, get the fuck
I'd like
outta here.
it though. Like she probably didn't talk about that, but it'd be awesome to hear her how she felt when like Bill was fucking everyone and covering up. Like she wouldn't talk about covering up the rapes, but covering up just talking about the Monica Lewinsky thing, how she felt. That'd make for good TV.
I think you know how she really felt? Why couldn't you keep it a secret?
Oh, probably.
That's all. These people are fucked up.
Because after all of the other things before that, they probably haven't like been intimate in like 45 years.
Yeah.
I can't see them fucking.
No. I could see them fucking over people, but I can't see them fucking unless they have a lot of underage kids there. I can't see them fucking. I don't trust any of these fucking vampires. I've been reading a lot. I told you conspiracy theories and all that shit, and emails, and the Epstein stuff. And I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys are fucked up. And another conspiracy that came out now is like apparently Tom Hanks. They were saying that he's a pedophile. He was one of those Hollywood pedophiles.
Yeah, I'd read that.
Yeah, I saw that also.
And then it made me laugh. But what's crazy is that as soon as that story started to pick up traction, he came out and said, "Yo, I have the coronavirus." And then now he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I don't have it anymore."
Do you think that's why he took the role big? He was
Maybe.
like, I'm 12 years old.
Yeah.
That means I'm probably gonna have sex with others 12-year
God.
year olds.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
this movie. Then he did the movie and he was like, "This movie sucks." I'm a 12-year-old and I'm banging a goddamn old fucking 24-year-old lady.
Yeah, exactly. Some old broad.
Christ. But I saw someone like make a video or write a thing saying that this was all to arrest major pedophiles. Like,
Yeah, that doesn't make sense because they're not arrested. They're all getting away with it.
Yeah.
So you heard
And
a
that-
conspiracy that the coronavirus was to arrest pedophiles?
How does that make any
Yeah,
sense?
Like pedophiles in the big leagues. So
Yeah, but how does the coronavirus help? It actually impedes because everything's shut down.
Well, here's the thing: they're going to be given the choice of getting the coronavirus, but they're going to lose everything in the process. Like they're going to take away like all the money and shit. But like
That's
and
a
they're gonna
stupid, like poorly executed conspiracy theory. It's not well thought out at
They're
all.
gonna like fake their death and whatever.
But you could do that without the coronavirus.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
you can
I don't
just
know.
if you were a pedophile with a lot of money and you want to fake your death, just pretend like your yacht sank, and then you sell your yacht to someone in Dubai,
Yeah.
and you have money to fuck little kids
And-
in poor countries.
Yeah, and apparently they were saying that's why Bill Gates stepped down also because he's also a pedophile. And that's,
Oh, this guy. I don't know if he's a pedophile, but this guy's a piece of garbage. Bill Gates. All the gold, man. There's speeches. There's all kinds of shit I've been looking at for Bill Gates and a couple of other these people that stepped down, that believe that the Earth is too large, so we have to find a way to reduce the population, and that
Wait, you mean it's too small?
the Earth population is too big.
Population's
Oh,
too
okay,
large.
okay.
Not not the size.
Okay.
If you go by size, there's still a lot of space on here, bro. Yeah, so it's too big. The population's too big, and they want to reduce it and all crazy shit. So they think that they're the good guys. That's what we have to be careful about. These people that have control think that if there's ways that they can reduce the population by mass extinction, but they could keep a good portion, that's a good thing for the planet, and that overall makes them heroes. So it's the same thing like religious fanatics that go blow themselves up, right? The scary part is when you think that you're doing the right thing,
Yeah.
because then you don't see the error of your ways, right? You think
I
like,
saw though,
they're
like
expendable.
Bill Gates is doing a lot though to bring water to people in the third world.
I don't know. Look,
So
Mike,
if you
he's
want
been
to
saying
kill
that for
people-
years. Look, he's been saying that for years, Mike, but they do a lot of tests on those people in the third world. And honestly, the money that Bill Gates has, how many years does it take for you to fucking get water to people in Africa? Like, are we all that stupid? It's to be continued every day. What are we fucking kidding ourselves right now? This is Bill Gates money we're talking about. And he's like, yep, just trying to get some bottles of water to these people for 30 years. And we all accepted. We're like, he's a nice guy. He's been trying for 30 years. It's like the Clintons when they went to Haiti, the Clinton Foundation. We're going to build houses. They build one mud hut and kidnapped all these children. Like, come on, guys. Like, think it through. They keep using the same story. He's trying to, it's like me saying I've been trying to feed Poseidon for 3 years. So why don't you go feed him? It's hard. It's been trying. I'm going to figure it out next week. Like, come on, man. Nonsense.
True. Yeah,
I don't think though that the coronavirus was started by someone to kill people.
Oh no, I don't think so either. But it's just that's what people have been saying. Like I've
Yeah.
heard all kinds of fucking.
No,
theories.
the coronavirus, there's only two possibilities in my mind. One is exactly what they're saying is the guy that ate bat soup and then it spread. Or two, what they originally thought was the lab right in front of the Wuhan market that they do this kind of shit, that fucking idiot let out by accident. But I don't think it was done on purpose. I think it could be in the lab or it was the bat soup, but I don't think it was on purpose because you just killed your own people. You just caused it doesn't help anyone in the long run. Certain businesses are going to make money off this, but you couldn't plan for that because you don't know who's going to die, how it's going to affect. So I don't think it was on purpose. I think that's just a conspiracy theory. People are scared. But either way, it is fucked up. It's human error. It's either the guy in the lab or the fucking idiots that were eating bat soup.
Because if this was on purpose, even the worst person in the world, they all have fucking old family members that they like. And that'd suck if you're like, okay, we'll get rid of all the weak and the poor.
And your grandmother dies.
And then your grandmother dies, and you're like, oh fuck.
Oh shit.
What have I done?
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. But it's because people you cling on something. You don't want to look at the truth, which is that people fuck up stuff all the time, and we're idiots. And we don't look now, man. I understand the isolation. I understand the point behind it, and I still see idiots not following it.
Yeah.
One of them is on the podcast right now.
Well, no, I don't go to public space. Like, I don't go to parks. I don't go to stores. I stay away from all that shit.
But you don't understand
You
what.
went to Quebec City.
Yeah.
No, but I've only come into contact with one person.
I know, but you went to another city. Right now, what they're trying to do is stop all of that. They said if you don't need to go, it's not essential. Like you have to go get fucking medicine or food or
His
something.
balls were blue, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
an
saying. You're making
essential
excuses you're not getting. That's you, and then the next guy has a similar excuse, and then nobody stays in and they don't kill this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because you could have added a couple of days to something you touch at the gas station, and then the next person touches it, and then and it keeps spreading.
This would have been really easy to get rid of if everyone respected the 2-week thing. Like if everyone stayed in the house for 2 weeks, we would have killed this virus.
Yeah.
But people, I have so many fucking friends that are like, "No, man, I'm quarantining," and then I fucking see that they're having people over to their house, and they're just fucking.
People don't understand what quarantine means.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Poseidon's mad at us because he's like, these guys don't understand how badly I wanted to fuck. They just don't get. Look at his face.
Is her pussy that good that you couldn't wait till the quarantine was over?
Well, I mean, at this point, look at that background. Any pussy is good. Look at him.
Or just like you could have just like fucking Zoom or Skyped her and jerked off.
You could have Zoom fucked her.
Yeah, Zoom fucker.
It's not the same, bro.
Get closer
Zoom
to the mic,
fucking
dude.
her
Can you
is
get closer to
way-
the fucking mic?
is-
Like he's getting angry.
Yeah.
He's
It's not
rolling
the
his
same.
pubes
No,
on his
no,
face.
I'm not angry. You guys are right. I'm getting angry because you're right.
Okay.
I'm not angry at you guys.
You're setting back the whole city.
Like that's a weird thing about like Zoom, since it's online. Like there's got to be people working at Zoom now that are just looking at couples jerking
Oh,
off.
for
in front of
sure. For sure.
It's true. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're watching like Poseidon on there too, just jerking off to the wrong stuff. Poseidon, this is a online class. I was like, oh, I know what it is. You're about to learn something.
I haven't been in school in years. I'm just like, what is he doing?
He's just
here?
joining classes to jerk off. Yeah.
Oh, Jason's gonna take a clip of that.
Yeah, for sure. Jason's been fucking you hard. The last couple of edits he's been doing they've been amazing.
Yeah.
Me and Jason gotta talk after this whole thing is done.
No, he's not gonna talk to you. You're the reason why you're setting this country back. So no, he's not gonna.
Ah shit. But
You're
now I'm gonna feel bad not going. That's my issue. Is I feel bad not going. Like, cause I had.
Because you're a fucking buffoon. Just the fact that you're even thinking about this, you're a goddamn selfish buffoon.
Though, and plus, like the numbers in Greece are pretty good, right? For Europe.
For Europe, they're pretty good, but again, I don't think they're doing enough
it's,
testing.
It's horrible everywhere, but
Yeah.
I think Poseidon is secretly Italian.
Yeah, he's just spreading it. Yeah, he doesn't know how to
you're
stay in.
just
Yeah,
fucking In 3 months, we're gonna see you singing on your balcony, getting a blowjob.
yeah. I keep getting those messages to tell people that we're gonna sing here in Canada, and I'm not down with it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna participate in that.
Do you know what I'm
That's
talking
it.
about?
Like the thing in Italy, or those police officers in Spain,
Yeah.
they went viral because it happened naturally.
Yeah,
Like
this is
organically.
forced.
But you can't do like, okay, tomorrow at 7:00.
Yeah, we're all gonna sing the Tragically Hip. Like me, what bothers me about it is that it feels so manufactured. Like there, people were dying. Italy,
Yeah.
fucking 800 one day, 600 the next day. People are, they're trying to stay. Us, it's like, oh, I haven't been able to get the sushi I like, so I'm going on the balcony and I want to sing. I want to let people know how I feel. Like it's so fucking stupid. You're not gonna be remembered in history as people fighting. You're remembered as buffoons.
No, but
There was one thing though that like there was a Tragically Hip thing, and
Yeah.
then there was another group in Montreal that wanted to sing a Leonard Cohen song, but it wasn't Hallelujah.
What was it?
I don't know what the song was, but I had to Google it and listen to it and go, "Oh yeah, I think I've heard that song before." So it's
not even a
if you're
famous
gonna
one?
Sing on your balcony. It has to be a fucking hit that everyone knows.
Yeah.
It can't be some fucking random hipster song that 19 fucking people in fucking Montreal know.
As soon as this podcast is over, I'm gonna go on my balcony and I'm gonna start yelling, I can't feel my face when I'm with you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it should, like, if we're gonna sing songs, they should be funny, stupid songs.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, 7:00, Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, I can't believe you remember Cotton Eye Joe.
And then there's the other buffoons going around licking toilet bowls.
Yeah, that's different. That's
Fuck, bro.
that's I don't know what the point of that is.
Yeah.
Like how when people are gonna love me online. I don't think they love you. I don't think they follow you because they care.
Yeah, those people just want to lick shit.
Yeah.
I think.
Just in general.
Yeah, Poseidon,
They
I'm
don't have
telling
any
you.
more dick to lick, so they're licking
You know how
toilet
much
bowls?
that must suck though? It's because those people are probably like, fuck, I've been trying to go viral for years. It's not working. Okay, fuck it. I'm going to lick a toilet bowl. And there's probably like thousands of those that their video doesn't go viral. You know how stupid you must feel that you're licking shit during a pandemic and then no one cares?
Oh, could you? And then you're telling your friends, I don't know what to do anymore. I've been licking toilet seats. I sucked a homeless guy's cock. Nothing seems to work. You're like, yeah, Bill, we've been meaning to talk to you about that. Maybe the internet's not for you. But that's fucked up that we have that demographic of people that they don't want to contribute. They just want to be famous just for being famous.
Yeah.
So there's no substance. So nobody sticks around for that. Right? You gotta give something. Oh, speaking of giving something, podcasts. I think we're going to be in a scary place soon with podcasts because they're monitoring everything. And I think soon maybe YouTube, even Apple, all those, they might decide what is not good content to have on their platforms.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was always wondering how would they impose that? Like, would they listen to every podcast? But there's all these technologies that exist now. For example, my last Pantelis podcast with E-Rock that I put up on Monday, one of my I have advertising with my bookie. And I had to basically let them know in the service there where they bought the ad from at what time the ad is. So I let them know, but then I saw as soon as I connected the episode so they see which episode it is, automatically it transcribed the entire episode. So all of a text of an hour and a half conversation was there.
Okay.
And if you take jokes out of context and you put them on paper, do you know how crazy it sounds?
Yeah.
Like what we said before about, just go, if there's some kids there, you could just rape them, right? Because we're talking about Hillary Clinton and kidnapping kids and all that. But on paper, it just sounds like I'm saying, go rape kids. Crazy. So if they would want, they can actually do it now. They have the technology, just like YouTube, to censor words out that, like when everyone was talking about this virus that we already named 50 times, automatically every video was getting demonetized. I don't know if it's probably still happening actually. Because they don't want people talking about it.
I know. I don't know what people are doing in English, but like Yan and a lot of the French YouTubers are calling it coconut juice.
Okay, yeah, just so they don't get demonetized.
Yeah.
So imagine. So and this is something that's in the news. People are talking about this. This is real life.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, so all this shit is crazy. They're trying to control the language, control the narrative. It's fucking scary. So anyways, what I'm saying is it's kind of good that we started Patreon, just to be in somewhere else. But if we go through YouTube, it's going to fuck us anyway. So we're going to have to figure out a web platform or maybe create our own service where we could stream our own videos, like our own website, and we have our own video player.
Yeah.
So that then nobody can come. It's us, our subscribers, and our advertisers.
Us versus the world.
Yeah. So it's going to end up having to happen.
Patreon's been amazing. Like I was sure everyone's Patreon numbers would go down. And everyone's numbers went up.
Yeah, mine stayed pretty much the same. They went down a bit and they started going up. People just adjusted. Like if they lost their jobs, they went to a lower tier, stuff like that. So you're right. Yeah, it just adjusted itself. And now it started the last couple of days going up again.
I think people are trying to, this is times like this, you can see how people are generous.
Yeah.
That I feel like people are kind of looking out for each other more than before all this shit happened.
Well, they have to. You can't depend on the government.
Yeah.
They're not going to look out for you.
Definitely.
You have to look out for yourself and the people around you. The government is going to say they're going to look out for you. They're going to find the quickest way to fuck you. Poseidon, you still look up. Are you still pissed off about us talking shit about you, not caring about the universe?
No, I wasn't upset at you guys. I was just like, fuck, they're right. I was mad at that. I was like, that I was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
In the comments, sorry to cut you off, Poseidon, but Geneviève Langlois says, the song was So Long, Marianne. So Long, Marianne. And then she writes, seriously, never heard of it, and I love Cohen.
Yeah, people are being... I've been getting that, and you know what else I've been getting? Like on Instagram, like I'll like a photo or something, and then somebody will send me a message. Oh, you fell for it. You like that photo. Now you got to post a photo of something embarrassing, and then you got to keep this going. I was like, I'm not keeping this going. This dies here.
I fell for it at first.
This fucking dies here. I'm not doing this shit.
I fell for it at first with what's his name? I got more. I was like, fuck, I'm not participating in this.
I don't fall for your games.
Yeah. But I because George was one of the first ones to do it, so I didn't really see it coming.
Yeah, I don't. You never see them coming, Poseidon.
Yeah.
They never come around you. You come and you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I wanted to do? Should we have Poseidon interview a current sex worker and tell us how it affects their business or how it affected their business?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, because they're fucked.
Yeah,
by not getting fucked.
But you know what? Poseidon clearly is a man that leaves out of the house for pussy. Yeah, he should be helping the local sex community.
I think probably the low end sex workers, the ones that are doing it for drugs, they're still doing it because
but to who? Because you also have
putting their life in danger. But the higher end sex workers, they're not going to make money for months.
Yeah, and then if you don't have savings,
that explains the drop in quality on Leo list.
Oh, you're still looking for hookers now? Like, you're taking big risks, bro.
No, I'm not looking for hookers. Hookers. I'm looking at the ads. I'm just curious, you know. I'm just like, oh, this is what's happening.
He's amazing.
Escort world.
So the quality has gone down?
Yes.
Now it's all people that he knows.
Have the prices gone down or?
Prices have stayed pretty much the same, and some of the tubbies have actually hiked their prices.
Really, the tubbies.
The tubbies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need more food during this quarantine.
And toilet paper.
The toilet paper thing is so stupid. I think now we're restocked.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, we're restocked. I mean, come on, guys. Like, I can't believe that was the first thing they went for. Could you imagine getting home and realizing that you got all the toilet paper, but you have nothing to eat?
Yeah.
You're like, is this edible?
Yeah, I don't understand what went through those people's minds when they just hoarded toilet paper. Did they think it was the end of the world and I'm gonna have a little toilet paper for people to wipe their asses with? Like, I don't get it.
People,
that couple in Vancouver that bought all the fucking Lysol wipes.
Yeah,
they filled up their fucking garage like a bunch of idiots.
Dude, people panic and they do stupid things. That's why the media is at fault too. You know how us, we're here, we're fucking around, we're joking, we're trying to make people have a good time and laugh because this is shitty experience. They're out there fucking scaring the shit out of people.
Yeah.
More people died. Your neighbors might die. What are you doing? Who are you touching? Who are you video fucking? Like, shut the fuck up. Just tell me what I need to do, and that's it. Stop scaring me. Give me the news, asshole. But they have to stay open, right? So right now they're making tons of money advertising. That's all anyone's watching, except for people who know about podcasts and they watch like this kind of stuff. But you know how many people I know that don't have any other form of entertainment? All they're watching is the news, and they call me every couple of hours to give me a shitty update.
Out?
Yeah, they're always freaking out.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? There's other options. Look at it. We're not the only podcast in town. There's so much shit to do. And look at all the free shit. Look at all the free shit that's out there. You have ways to distract yourself while watching modern stuff that's filmed now. You know, I'm not telling you to watch old movies, but people are producing shit. You don't have to watch the news all the time because they want you to keep watching, right? So they keep it's saying shit that's going to make you go back, which is half scary stuff, but you need to know more later.
Like at first, the thing that pissed me off about the news was when they cut to the weather.
Yeah.
I was like, who cares about the weather?
Yeah.
But yesterday I was watching the news and the sports stories are so bad right now.
Yeah, there's no sports.
Yeah, there's no sports. So they're like, they're still talking about John Jones that got arrested for drunken driving.
Yeah, it happened a few days ago, I think, but it has nothing to do with the sport.
Like, fuck yeah, he got caught for drunk driving like 4 days ago. Like that should have been 4 days ago. Hey, UFC champion caught for drunk driving. That's it.
Yeah, and then end it there.
Yeah.
And I don't. Even yesterday, they're like Eddie Lack, goaltender, retired. Dude, everyone right now has retired. Everyone for the moment is retired. There are no sports.
Sorry?
There are no sports right now.
Yeah. Or you have those stupid articles that says like Kim Kardashian thinking of dyeing her hair blonde after the quarantine.
Is that a real article?
Yeah, bro.
Really?
On like those Huffington Post fucking websites.
Dude, I saw an article yesterday and I was like, this is why I have to stop. This is like, I'm beginning to just hate everyone. On Resident Evil 3, it was a review, right? Because it comes out on Friday. I already pre-ordered, so it doesn't matter. But the game, if you don't know, it's about zombies, a zombie outbreak. But it's a remake of a game that came out in, 1996? 96 or 99, 3 came out. So it goes, well, it's about an outbreak in a city and they're trying to quarantine and figure it out, which is a little tone deaf, like a little mistimed if you look at what's currently happening. Bitch, they didn't make this now to make fun of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
This story came out in the 90s and this remake was being made for over a year. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God. Like, you see shit like this, dude, and it drives you fucking crazy. This culture of bitches. Just bitching. That's kind of offensive because people are dying from the virus right now. Like, you think this was a corona thing? Really? Is that what you fucking... Like Resident Evil 5 when it came out, people were mad because they were in Africa and they were killing black zombies. And some reporter came out and said, this is racist because you're shooting black people in the head. It's like, yeah, but they're in a country in Africa when they were shooting white people for 20 years in the head because they were in an American city. Nobody minded. Now they went to another location. When they go to Asia, they're Asian zombies. Like, what? I don't understand. What are you expecting? They go to Africa, you're going to shoot a bunch of Greek people in the head? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I don't agree. I don't agree with like the whole fucking thinning the herd. But like when you see people like this, you're like, ah.
But the problem is, coronavirus isn't going to kill those people.
Yeah,
it'll kill those people's grandparents.
Yes,
which are embarrassed.
They're not bothering anyone.
Yeah, they're not bothering anyone.
Of those people.
And they're just going to be rolling around in their graves sooner.
Yeah.
That's the only. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't be selective. That's why this whole.
Yeah.
You ever heard of? It's a fucked up conspiracy, but it's a real place. There's what is it in Georgia? There's like some city hall or some shit. The Georgia Guidestones they call them. You ever seen these fucking big stones that were erected? Nobody knows who paid for them, or who erected them, and written on there is all kinds of shit in different languages, so everyone can understand. And they have like points of what needs to happen in the world, and one of them is that the population needs to be reduced to 500 million to be controlled.
Really?
Yeah, and nobody knows who it like. It's a weird. Yeah, Georgia.
No one knows who put those up.
Poseidon, Google that shit for us. Poseidon's our oracle.
Yeah, bro.
Get closer to the mic though.
My dad was talking to me about this the other time. He was freaking out. He goes, one of the first languages that it's written in is in Greek.
Yeah, obviously.
And that he was, but my dad went off the rails real quick. He's
Yeah,
like, they're gonna choose the Greeks. He's like, they're gonna choose the Greeks to lead the new world order.
That's not true.
So he's a Jehovah's Witness.
So that's why he's not worried about this whole fucking outbreak. That's why he's not worried, bro.
That'd be
Ignorance is bliss.
That's amazing that your dad thinks after the coronavirus is done, it's just gonna be Greek people.
Certain people interpret like how certain people interpret certain things. Like his dad.
Okay.
Probably
But
your dad's never been there.
On the list that you're reading, what's the first language they list?
English.
All right, we're safe.
Yeah,
It's on Wikipedia.
Okay.
you're so stupid. They
English
just do it
was
so
safe.
people could read it. But what does it say? What does the list say? That's all I care about, not the languages.
So the list says there's 10 stuff like shortened. It says
It's like the 10 Commandments.
Yeah,
type of thing. So the
Okay.
first one is maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature.
okay.
Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity.
Ah.
That's a little weird. Eugenic-y?
Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts.
You see, the one government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Avoid petty laws and useless officials.
Yeah, we have a lot of those.
Yeah.
We have a lot of those, but I know who's going first, bro. Balance personal rights with social duties.
Okay.
Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. And be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature.
I'm not against any of these, except for
Yeah.
controlling who gets to have sex and make babies and killing billions of people. Apart from that, the rest, I'm all for.
Yeah, so the two first ones are pretty fucked
Scary.
up,
Yeah.
but then like they're so it's I don't know how
Get
you
closer to the mic,
feel.
Poseidon. Get closer to the mic.
I don't know how to feel about this. And there was even the stones that they were defaced.
Yeah, people
I'll
keep
show
spray
you.
painting them. Like, get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
globalists.
Yeah, I'll bring it up on my green screen here. Hold on.
Yeah, put it behind you.
So did those stones appear like in the middle of the night, or
Yeah, can you tell us about the Poseidon? Because I completely forgot it. Yeah, I learned about this years ago, but I thought it was fake.
Because if I was like the
You will not succeed. Jesus is the way. Jesus will what?
but
Jesus will beat Satan's. Yeah, I don't know if this is Satanist, but
Yeah.
it could be. I don't fucking know.
yeah.
I don't know.
But if I was like the mayor of whatever town that is, and that ended up in front of City Hall, I just get my guys to fucking throw those rocks in the river.
Yeah, isn't it crazy that they kept it up?
Like,
I think
why do they leave them there?
I don't know.
By the way, these rocks were apparently erected in 1980 in Elbert County, Georgia, in the United States. A set of 10 guidelines is inscribed on the structure in 8 modern languages.
Who put them
and
up?
A shorter message is inscribed on top of the structure.
Yeah, who put them up?
It's 750 feet tall. Jesus Christ.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, they looked a lot
It's in
smaller.
Athens, Georgia. It's not. Hold on. It's not saying who.
Yeah, they don't know. Who.
When your dad heard Athens, Georgia, he was like, "We're saved for sure."
Yeah. yeah, that's what your dad's
Oh,
mind.
wait, hold on. History. In June 1979, a man using the pseudonym Robert C. Christian approached the Alberton Granite Finishing Company on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans and commissioned the structure. Christian explained that the stones would function as a compass, calendar, and clock and should be capable of withstanding catastrophic events. Oh, but
Was
maybe
his last name Krishna? Was it, so?
Christian?
Like Harry Krishna.
Christian. No,
Christian,
Robert
but
C.
it was a
Christian.
pseudonym.
Okay, sorry. I heard Krishna.
Yeah. So
A man by the name of Harry Krishna.
Yeah. And, okay, so apparently it was this guy that said to erect them.
Yeah.
In 2008, they were defaced. So this is nothing new.
No, it's nothing new. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
But this
But
used
why
to
are
be.
people acting like it's new.
Well, a lot of these things before the world became so small, because you could do so much with the internet and you could travel easily, freely. All this shit was viewed as fake. This used to be like, it's not real. Because if people wouldn't go to Georgia to see them, they'd be like, it's a conspiracy. They don't really say that. It's all manipulation, right? It's just now that the world gone. When you could look at stuff, you're like, ooh, that's fucking scary. Like they told me that this was fake. But even this could just be people with those ideas, like rich people that have those ideas, and they just wanted to put those up there.
And it can even be just for the United States. Like, because they're
Talking about the world.
What?
No, it's not just for the United States. Like you just read the guidestones.
Yeah, maintain humanity.
It's about a global government.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'm not right. It's what it says. It's not right or wrong. It's
No,
not subjective
yeah,
at this
no,
point.
I mean, you're right on what it says.
You're right
yeah.
though, so you'll be one of the chosen 500 million.
I made it.
You have two things going for you. You're right and you're Greek, so you're in twice.
Yeah,
So you can bring a guest.
we don't like to advertise that he's Greek. We've had enough problems lately. We don't need this.
I just start walking around the park. I'm Greek. I'm just screaming it out everywhere.
I'm chosen.
Yeah. You're gonna be say that you're gonna be chosen for the coronavirus in 10 seconds.
This is a good time though for religious nut jobs. Like if I had a cult right now,
Yeah. Oh, this is perfect.
this is perfect. Like you're like, I told you that the end of the world was coming.
Yeah. And
So
you know your
suck
grandma faced the end. Your grandma faced judgment. Yeah, it's kind of she was probably a bad person. It's actually kind of fucked up now if you think about it, because people are saying that. Like there's priests. What is it? You know these like evangelical Christians that go on TV.
That crazy televangelist.
Yeah,
that-
come to me. I'll save you from the coronavirus. Are you fucking crazy?
yeah.
Are you fucking crazy? Like, first of all, this is gonna take your charade and
Yeah.
ruin it for. It's gonna go off the rails. People are gonna know you're fucking lying.
I wonder if that guy, the guy that we see on the internet doing that, if he's a little nervous about getting the coronavirus and dying, because he's an old man. And if that guy dies, that's not good for business.
No, but some people that run these scams also believe in it in their head.
Yeah.
So if you really believe in it, you're like, nah, I'm safe, man. God's gonna protect me from the coronavirus. Really? Because there's like an 11-year-old boy, a 16-year-old girl that died from it, like that I know of at least. You think you're the one that they're gonna protect? It doesn't. You just use your head. If this was a thing that you need God's help for, right? It's a God that's gonna stop this. Why wouldn't he help the children? Why is he gonna help the old millionaire? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But people don't want to think too much into this because they just want to believe. It helps. In times like this, I think if you're panicking, it helps to believe in something.
Yeah.
I believe that Poseidon will always surprise me with his next level of stupidity. So I have some belief. That's my faith. That's where my faith lies. The
I
entertainment
like that
value.
bedroom that Poseidon has now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very,
That
very,
looks good, yeah.
very elegant and a little porny.
Yeah. Very, yeah.
I got the porn stash on.
Very high-end porn hotel.
Yeah. It looks like a guy from 1972 that won the lottery.
Oh.
Like he
Poseidon,
left
get close
his
to the mic,
wife-
man, because it's just echoes. You have to stay close to the mic.
No, I
Yeah.
don't want to laugh into the mic though.
No, because all we hear is the echo. People can't.
Okay, I'll laugh silently then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny that he works in podcasting and he still doesn't know how to speak into microphones. But I am impressed that you haven't shoved up your ass yet. So definite improvements. Anyways, Mike, you're still putting out content all the time, right, in French?
I am putting out some content for Mike Ward Suzekut, and we're doing and the 2 drink minimums, and you're doing a shit ton of Pantelis podcasts.
Yeah, Pantelis podcast, Pantelis live. I'm gonna do another bonus episode of the Pantelis podcast just for people on Patreon this week. I think I'm recorded tomorrow and just put it up like as soon as it's done. Probably take my stuff, go in another room, give it a different feel. So if you go to patreon.com/Suzekut, you could get all of Mike Ward's podcasts live and first, all the Mike Ward Suzekut podcasts. If you go to mikeward.ca, as soon as this is all over, you'll be able to see where Mike is performing. If you haven't done so already, then do it. Subscribe to this 2 Drink a Minimum on the YouTube where you're watching this live. If you're listening to it, subscribe to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, we're available. Patreon.com/Pantelis for all of my stuff. Poseidon, you could find him at a street corner near you soliciting people for sex. And at DPoseidon69 on Twitter and Instagram. Mike, is there anything I missed?
No, you got everything.
Poseidon, anything you need to add?
Stay safe, people, and don't lick toilet bowls. Public service
Exactly.
announcement.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So, guys, thank you for listening. Spread the word.
Excellent.
Thanks,
Thank you
everyone.
very much.